Hello, children. We are going to learn about not profit organizations. On the screen, you can see the words like philanthropy, charity, donation, grant, help. These are the words that doesn't show any selfish purpose. These are the selfless interest. Similarly, any organization that is working for the objective of welfare of the society or giving back something to the society, these type of organizations are termed as not for profit organizations. Not for profit organizations refers to the organizations that are used for the welfare of the society and set up as charitable institutes which function without any profit motive. They also have to prepare the financial statements at the end of each accounting period and ascertain their income and expenditure and the financial position and submit them to the statutory authority called Registrar of Society. That means, unlike other business, they are not having a profit objective, but like other business, they need to produce their books of account to certain authorized registrar. So they have to produce their books of accounts to the government. So they need to prepare the financial statement, and that is what we are going to learn in this chapter. Few examples of charitable institutes or non-profit organization are temples, church, orphanage, hospitals, a fire station, some schools and old age homes, sports club, etc. The main source of income of such type of organization are subscriptions, donations, legacies. Now subscription are the client base. Here we don't call them customer or client, but they are simply the members. And what they give to the organization money, whether it is in revenue nature or it is in capital nature, that are subscriptions. Donation is either paid by an individual or by any organization. The amount they pay willingly for the betterment of such organizations. Legacies, that is the amount paid by any individual if he has no hirer, he or she has no hirer, and they want to donate their entire property, say bank balance or any land and building to such organization. Grant in aid is the fund by the government that they are going to pay to such organization for the same objective. And if whatever the fund they have created and not utilized, they keep aside and invest in other business, or maybe they keep in bank as a fixed deposit. From that, whatever the interest is generated, that is also their source of income, that is income from investment. Accounting records. Main three accounts here that we are supposed to prepare are receipts and payments account, that is as good as the cash book, and work on the same principle of real account, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. And second one is second important account is income and expenditure account, that works on the principle of profit and loss account, that is nominal rule, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. In profit and loss, we do call the differences, that is if the credit side is more, then we used to have profits, and if debit side is more, we used to have loss. And unlike that, we will be having same excess of income, then it will be termed as surplus, and if it is excess of expenses, we will be terming it as deficit. So here no profit or loss terms are used. Here we will be using the terms surplus and deficit. So income and expenditure account is very important as far as the adjustments are concerned. We have seen the adjustments in sole traders financial statement. It has twofold effects, one effect in profit and loss account and another effect in balance sheet. Similarly, here also we have adjustments that we will be discussing later on, but it will have effect in income and expenditure account, and the other effect will be in the balance sheet. Now you can see a specimen of receipts and payment account. It starts with the bank and cash opening balances and whatever income is received during the year. On payment side, it is expenses, whether it is capital in nature or it is revenue in nature. You can see all the expenses, and the balancing figure is cash. Then you can see the specimen. Then you can see the specimen of expenditure. All the expenditure on the debit side, all the revenue expense related to the working of the organization, and incomes on the credit side, all the revenue incomes. Then we have balance sheet, the way we used to write. Liability side of balance sheet will have capital fund. Instead of capital, we will be terming it as capital fund, and all the amount of incomes like legacies, entrance fees, life membership fees, these are in capital nature. That means these are in occasionally in nature. So these will be received in not a regular basis, but these will be received on occasional basis. These will be added, and if there is surplus, it will be added, and if there is deficit, it will be deducted. Just like the way we used to do profit, we used to add in the capital, and loss we used to deduct from the capital. Then we have all the current liabilities and the funds which we keep aside for specific purpose. On the asset side, we have current assets, fixed assets, and investments. Current assets, here all the incomes which are accrued, the funds which are created, stock of consumables. Now consumables are for hospital, it is medicine. For library, it is books or stationery or periodicals. For sports club, it is sports material. So these will be adjusted, and the final amount is shown on the asset side. Fixed assets, you all know. So all the adjustment related to fixed assets are either purchased or sold, and the depreciation charge on that. Investments, as I said earlier, the funds which are kept aside on investments, that which are kept aside as investment, will have the incomes, that is interest, so that will be calculated accordingly. And if the investments are, so children, in our previous video we have discussed about the not for profit organizations. The basic three accounts that we have to prepare are receipts and payments account, profit and loss account, that is in the form of income and expenditure account, and balance sheet. Now we are going to see the important adjustments that we have to do in while preparing the financial statement of not for profit organizations. The other adjustments are same, the way you used to do in sole traders. Similarly, here also we are going to do the same. Outstanding will be added, prepaid will be deducted, outstanding receivables will be shown in the current assets, outstanding payable will be shown on the liability side. Similarly, receivables and payables are treated as current liabilities, current assets, same way in the debit and credit side. But few peculiar adjustments are related to opening and closing balances, because opening, that is related to previous year, and closing, that is related to current year. Now we have to maintain the books of accounts keeping into consideration three accounting years: previous year, current year, and coming year, that is next year. So we will be having the adjustments related to previous year also, and for the coming year also. Say for example, if we have our current financial year is 2020, so previous year will be 2019. So any adjustments related to previous year will be shown in the balance sheet and income and expenditure account to find the actual figure for 2019 and 20. Similarly, the 2019 assessment has to be done and 2021 assessment has to be done. That means few expenditures are prepaid, few incomes are also pre-received for the coming year, so that we have to adjust, and we'll see how it is going to adjust. But keep one thing in the mind, that opening is for previous year and closing is for current year. Very important is subscription, because that is only the source of income for any not-for-profit organization. Now when we receive subscription, say it is for previous year, say it is for coming year or for current year, everything we will be adding or writing on the debit side of receipts and payments account. So that receipts and payment account will have a subscription balance or amount received, but again we have to adjust it, we have to segregate in three different parts. So you can see here, outstanding subscription opening, that means for previous year it is outstanding, so it will be added because it is for current year. For previous year it is outstanding, so it will be deducted, that means this is for previous year. And similarly, outstanding for closing means this is for current year. So what we used to do in our balance sheet and profit and loss account for trading, for sole trader, we used to add the outstanding thing. So here also for current year outstanding we are going to add. So any effect we give for current year will be given the reverse effect for the previous year. So closing outstanding subscription will be added, that is for current year. Similarly, opening outstanding subscription will be deducted. Now subscription received in advance, for the current year, if we have received in advance, we will deduct because it is for 2021, so it will be deducted. But if previous year we have received in advance, it would be for this current year. For example, if we have received in 2019, it would be for 2020, so it will be added. So advance subscription that is received, opening will be added and closing will be deducted, and the amount after adjusted you will be writing on the credit side of income and expenditure account, because the subscription is the income for the firm. Clear? You can also, if you can make subscription account differently, you can also make, and you can find the balancing figure, and simply details and add less also you can do, and you can find the income and expenditure balance. Next important adjustment is consumables. Consumables, that means the stock. If it is a library or any club, the stock of stationery will be the consumable. If it is a hospital, the medicine will be stock of consumables. If it is a sports club, then sports materials will be consumable. For any of these, the adjustment should be made in this manner. First of all, we will see the amount that we have paid for the payment to the supplier. But again, that amount is to be segregated in these 3 years, whether it is for previous year, whether it is for current year, whether it is for coming year. So what we have to do, advance paid. Previous year the advance paid will be for current year. This year advance paid will be for coming year. And similarly, outstanding, creditor is outstanding, so outstanding for previous year will be for the previous year only, that is 19, and outstanding for current year will be for the current year, that would be added. So closing creditor, that is outstanding current year, will be added, and opening creditor, that is outstanding for previous year, will be deducted. Similarly, paid in advance for current year will be deducted, that is closing is current year, opening is previous year, you remember this thing. And opening year will be openings paid in advance will be added. Now this will, after doing these 4 adjustments, we'll find the credit purchase of stationery. In that, we will add the cash purchase of stationery. Then we'll find the total purchase of stationery during the year. From this, we will deduct the sale of stationery, and after adjusting the opening and closing balances of stationery, that is stock in hand, we will get the actual stationery consumed. So first of all, we have to do the adjustment with the creditor, then we have to do the adjustment of purchase and sale, and lastly we have to do the adjustment of stock. So opening stock will be added and closing stock will be deducted. That then only we will get the actual stationery that is consumed during the year, and this will be shown in the debit side of income and expenditure account. Next important adjustment is for a specific fund. For example, match. Here they have given the example of match. There may be a tournament, there may be setting up of a new building or setting up of any pavilion. So here all the things will be which are received as fund will be added. Example, if the fund is invested somewhere else, the interest on that will be added. Donations for that specific purpose, here it is match, so donation for match will be added. Sale of match tickets will be added. So all these things will be added and the fund is created, and it is kept on the liability side of the balance sheet. From this we will deduct the match expenses. Similarly, in the income and expenditure account, we have to show the net match expenses. So what net match expenses we have made, from that what all incomes we are receiving, we will deduct that, and then we will get the proper match expense amount that is to be shown on the income and expenditure account. Next important adjustment is for the expenses, the way you used to do in the sole trader, that is salary, rent. If it is current year, it will be outstanding, it will be added. So closing is current year, just focus on the closing here. Closing outstanding, added. Closing prepaid, deducted. Similarly, how to do reverse for opening. Opening is previous year, opening outstanding, deducted. Opening prepaid, added. So this is the final amount will be shown in the income and expenditure account, but the opening and closing will be shown in their respective balance sheets. We will have one opening balance sheet and one closing balance sheet. In that we are going to show the effects. This is all for the chapter not for profit organization. As such, we are not in a situation so that I can virtually solve the sums for you. You try your level best solving the NCERT textbook. Thank you for watching. God bless you everyone.